ideas to cultivate healthy foundations and strengthen our communities. My name is Jezebel Ramos. I'm the Development and Communications Director here at the organization. We wanted to create the space to showcase who Arizona Youth Partnership is, the staff members, the partners, and our participants. Here we will share our success stories. We hope that you join us every other week to learn a little bit more about the organization. To debut the space, we wanted to start off with Kelley Coronado. Thank you for checking out this space, and we hope you enjoy. Welcome to the Arizona Youth Partnership Studio, aka AZYP Studio. I'm here with Kelley Coronado, so welcome. Thank you for being the very first guest.
I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
I feel like we've both been kind of like working towards this new director role together. We kind of started at the same time, so I'm very excited that you're the first person I get to interview, because we got to see each other kind of like grow into what we're doing now. So thank you very, very much. So let's start off with just an introduction of like who you are, your position, how long you've been with AZYP, what positions you've held to get to this point now, and basically what makes you you.
Okay. My name is Kelley Coronado. I am a mother of 3. I have an 18-year-old Diego, my 16-year-old Emilio, and my baby Layla. She's 10. They're all my babies soon. I guess they're not babies anymore. I've been with AZYP about 5 years now. Prior to that, I've always been involved in education. I was a Spanish teacher for years. I taught here in Tucson at a high school level. I also taught at the middle school level. When I started having kids, I decided to stay home a little bit and opened a daycare preschool. So teaching preschool age as well. And then also I taught at Pima Community College, early childhood education classes. And then I made my way into the nonprofit world once my youngest went to school. I was really interested in still working with kids, educating youth, but I saw a need in youth of having education outside of academics. And so I thought AZYP would be such a great fit for me, and that's how I ended up here.
Yeah, and what did you start off here?
I started as an educator, and so I was offering the Strengthening Families program and the Teenage Outreach program, and from there I worked my way to become the Director of Youth Wellness, our new division here.
Yeah, so that's our brand new division, super exciting. And can you tell us a little bit more about what the focus is on that division?
Yeah, so Youth Wellness, we're focused on mental health. This is something near and dear to my heart. It has a lot to do with how I came about in working with mental health. I was asked shortly after coming on to AZYP if I was interested in facilitating youth mental health first aid. And so I attended that training, and it was at a perfect time in my life where I really needed that training to help people in my life that I love very much. And so yeah, with that I just began to take more and more trainings and classes on mental health and how we can better support our youth. And it also tied into what I was doing with the Teen Outreach program, being that it's social and emotional learning focused, and just really understanding that there's a need out there. And if we can be part of that prevention in helping our youth to understand their emotions and to know what to do when they need to reach out for help, then I definitely want to be a part of that. So
yeah, and I do remember, because I started here as an intern, and I got to do the youth mental health first aid training with you and Marianne. And I remember you guys, like as a team, you guys were just so good together, and you could just see the passion that you guys have, like towards helping youth with mental health issues. And I don't know, it's just seeing how much you guys love it and appreciate it. I think it really helped the people in the training to understand, like, this is a big deal. We need to really focus on it and act on it. And like you said, prevention, I think, is key, and you're doing a great job at it. So I am very excited to see where you take the division. I think you're going to do amazing things.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to see where we'll go as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential, and so many resources are needed, especially here in Arizona, thing that we can do to help communities, to help families and our youth, and that's something I want to be a part of.
Yeah, definitely. And how did you first hear about AZYP? Like, how did you come about?
So this is kind of funny. I was with my children, and we live in Saurita, so we were at Onza Trail Middle School at an open house. I believe it was maybe my son's open house for 6th grade. And I had these two nice ladies come up to me and ask if I was interested in attending the Strengthening Families program. And they said, we provide free dinner. It's a great bonding time for families. We have parent workshops and youth workshops and family together time. And I just thought it was such an amazing opportunity. And I was like, what is this place, Arizona Youth Partnership? So that's how I first heard about it.
Wow, I did not know that story. Yeah. That's amazing. So once you got to learn about the mission and like what we do here, like what inspired you to want to be part of the cause?
Again, I think it was from my background in teaching and just seeing that there's a need for more education besides just academics, that our youth need some extra support. And some children are extremely blessed and they have their families there for them that can help support them along the way, but there are a lot of youth that don't have that one supportive adult in their life. And we know that having that protective factor is going to make such a huge difference. And so I'm willing to step up, and my team and all of us here at AZYP honestly are willing to step up and be that one person in the life of youth if they need somebody.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's just my passion, and for youth to feel heard and understood and accepted.
Yeah, I remember when I was also an educator, being a trusted adult. Like that's a big thing, right? That we try to teach the kids. It doesn't have to be your parent because sometimes, it's a little tricky. But just finding an adult that can be trusted where you can actually go and tell them like how you're feeling, what you're doing, where you're struggling. I think as an agency, we do a really good job at that. We really try to be that trusted adult, or we try to tell them like, these are the things that you want to look for in that trusted adult so you can go find one. I can say that you're probably a trusted adult for a lot of these kiddos that you go to the classrooms for, just because you have that energy of like you can tell me like I feel like you're a safe space, if that makes any sense. So
I really hope so. Yeah, that's definitely where I strive to be for the youth. And I know that it's needed, and just to feel comfortable talking to an adult. So if they have a problem or an issue where they're afraid to go to their parents, or they're afraid of what might happen, at least that they have that one person to come to that they can trust, that they know won't ever harm them, that has their best intentions in mind. And so also training other adults, for example, with youth mental health first aid, that's where it's so crucial. So we have more trusted adults out there that can better support our youth.
Yeah, and so in order for us to get that training out there, what do you need? Like, what do you need from the community? What do you need from partners? What is it that you're looking for?
Just for the community to let me know that there's an interest, and I will be there. I recently finished facilitating, I don't know the exact number of trainings, but over 500 staff and faculty of Umeå Union Unified School District, and that is such an amazing outcome because they wanted everyone in the district to be trained, from bus drivers, cafeteria employees, groundskeepers, teachers, admin, and so everyone on campus understands mental health, knows the signs or symptoms to look out for if a youth is struggling, and just to start that conversation, to make that approach. How are things going? As simple as that, just to make that connection with the youth and ask them how they're doing, so that the youth knows they're a trusted adult and that they can come to them and talk to them if they need some support. So.
Right, that's amazing. And 500, that's a big number.
It is, I'm really props to Umeå Union, because that's really what it takes. School districts, if they're interested, I'm more than happy to do virtual trainings or in-person trainings. And so, it's just, that's all I need is the want, and then we are there.
And I think that's really cool that, through the pandemic, obviously we had a lot of like ups and downs, but a big up was that we were able to kind of create all our programs into a virtual world, and you were able to do that, and now you can still do that post-pandemic, you can keep going on with it. So I know traveling, it's a little hard, but we try to hit a lot of areas in Arizona. We want to help all the areas that we can in the state. So I think you having that ability, it's such a huge help. So if anyone is interested, let us know. Go to our website and we can schedule that for you guys.